But 20 years ago, he went by the name Dangerous Doug, and he was an announcer for wrestling on TV. So here to present Urban Plants, Douglas Best.
My name is Douglas Best, and I'm with Urban Plants. Our brand name is the Botany System. We are about smart growing for smart living on Earth, in space, and in your home. An elderly woman living in New York City, in the projects on the 12th floor. It's a cold day, it's about 20 degrees outside. It's a tough neighborhood. She decides that she wants to make some nice, warm vegetable stew. She goes to the refrigerator, opens the freezer side, and all is there is a bag of vegetables that are freezer burned and expired. She opens the other side of the door, and all is there are empty shelves. She closes the door, steps back, sighs, and frowns in despair. Access to fresh vegetables is costly and limited, and it's gotten so bad in the big cities, they refer to it as food deserts. It's not just the low income that can't get fresh food, fresh vegetables, it's also the middle income and those of moderate income are struggling. This is not going to get better. 75% of our soils today is degraded, and 90% will be degraded by 2050. Hydroponics and aeroponics were supposed to help us with this, but it's expensive, messy, complicated, and people pretty much, for the general population, gave up on it. Relying solely on farmers may not save us. So what is the solution? At Urban Plants, we have built artistic wall biogenerators. Now imagine a beautiful piece of art on the wall, steel art with 3 porous ceramic tubes coming off of it, and plants that grow vegetables coming out of those tubes, and a nutritional fluid created from, it's called worm tea, created from worm castings from worms that we grow, is feeding the system. Now, this system originated with technology from NASA, and we upgraded it a bit, but what is happening is these tubes are literally breathing. It allows oxygen to go through the tube to the roots, and yes, plants need oxygen, just like we do, to handle our metabolism. And so that's what's happening in this system. It uses no electricity, so this can work any place, anywhere. Now, the other thing that happened in this journey is a beautiful thing. We discovered this worm called the Texas gray worm. And the Texas gray worm is an amazing worm, and the worm that we want to focus our SBIR studies on, because it is a soil-eating worm. Very few people have studied it. It has the ability to provide us castings and worm tea for our product, but it also has the ability to help us repair some of these damaged soils. Why now? 700 million people are hungry. I'm going to say that twice. 700 million people are hungry. There are 2.3 billion people in this world have food insecurity. This is not just a little issue, this is a catastrophe. Now, NASA itself, this is not just an Earth problem, this is a space problem. Each astronaut needs to eat 2 pounds of food a day. So where is all this food going to come from? Our product is the Botany System, but it is a symbiotic relationship to the worm. There are a lot of things involved in this, so think of it like a car that has a lot of parts, and you can sell the parts But our focus is 100% on the biotany system that can hang on the wall of your apartment or on the wall of a spaceship, and the worms that are working to feed it. Now imagine I'm going to take you on a trip to Mars. And we're on Mars, the spaceship traveling has used our botany system to eat, and we regenerate the Texas gray worms. We bring the Texas gray worms out, and they have 2 years that their cocoons will last, and they can be dormant for up to 3 months in hibernation. That worm was built for deep space. That worm and bacteria we can harvest from the castings can help create the regolith material that is the soil, can help to regenerate that soil to usable soil. Our market that we're looking at, we're only going to be able to base ourselves on the hydroponic aeroponics market. That essentially is a $50 to $75 million market for an obtainable market. Our team is a group of amazing people. We have people that are worm specialists, we have chemistry, we have biology, we even have a person who used to work with the Department of Agriculture. We are right here on milestone B. We've been at this for about 1 year, but we are looking to start establishing some sales very soon within the next few weeks, and probably, hopefully within the Christmas season, start releasing the biotany system. These are those products that you can see, but then our star of the show is our Texas gray worm. Our financials, we look at being able to hit $1 million by the year 2028. Our comparison list, the big thing here is we cost less money and we use less water, and it looks nice. We're asking for $20,000 for the SBIR assistance, $20,000 for testing the feasibility study on this. And oh, by the way, that little old lady's not frowning anymore. She's smiling because she forgot. She's got that biotany system on the wall. She walked over and picked those vegetables off and had some nice fresh vegetable stew. Thank you.
Three minutes for questions.
Hi, great presentation.
Thank you.
You mentioned the biotany system. How much do you think it's going to cost?
So that's a great question. In the beginning, it was going to cost $300 or $400, way too expensive. So we realized that the porous ceramic tubes NASA was using, we didn't need that level of tube. So we started redefining terracotta, which is porous already. We mixed in loofah in the first burn process, created those capillary spaces that were needed, added alumina in the second burn process. So we basically made a terracotta that was lighter and more strong and brought it down to about $4. So we're able to get that cost down to around $90.
Just to follow up, do you have an IP on that process of making the tubes?
We're looking at getting a patent pending. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm curious about how you'll be pricing these for retail and your go-to-market strategy. You had said that you anticipate $1 million in revenue by 2028. Can you say more about that? That's
a great question. We've done a lot of customer discovery on this in California and Austin. One of our people that works on this travels back and forth quite a bit. And there are different entities that want this now to sell from their distributors. I can't explain who they are, but there's a lot of interest in this. I've had amazing amount of interest in this in many different directions. I will tell you, my end goal, though, is to make this accessible through food stamps. I want to be able to put this wherever it is needed, anywhere in the world, if we can. And so even if we have to sell it at cost and sell the worm tea at a subscription rate, and that's our profit, I'm willing to get there, but we've got to make some money off of that 25 to 40-year-old market that has disposable income that lives in the one-room apartment without a pet.
Excellent, thank you.
Thank you.
Douglas, nice
sir.
to see you again.
Yes.
What's your principal differentiator and
I'm sorry.
what's the principal differentiator from the hydroponic solutions in the market
Okay, so
that you found?
the big difference between hydroponics and our system is our system has a biofilm inside. We actually grow bacteria separately that we harvest from the worm castings. And one of the things we make sure, we have a lot of quality assurance, and we make sure that that bacteria doesn't have anything like E. coli in it or anything that's anaerobic, it's aerobic bacteria. And that biofilm allows us to use about 1/4 inch of water in the tube, which is the nutritional worm tea. And then we use a wicking source that wicks the fluid to the roots of the plants.
So it's a big differentiator, no?
Well, yeah, that's the
Big
big
difference.
Yeah, it worked. Well, here's the big difference. Right now, the end user, all they've got to do is change a bag of fluid about every 2 or 3 weeks and pick their vegetables off the tube. That's it. Okay? We do all the hard work on our end. We follow basic business principles, make it easy for the end user, make it hard on us.
That's time. Thank you so much, Doug.
Thank you.
Give it up.